Now, time for you guys would like to ask Ruslan any questions about what happened in the ring. How we're going to do this is one at a time. Who's got the microphone? Right? Okay, one at a time. Ray will give you the microphone. We'll take it from here. It was a great fight. It was a fight that I thought Ruslan won, but it is what it is. And the kind of fighter that he is TV friendly, fan friendly. He gives 110% all the time. He'll be back on HBO. He'll be back fighting for world titles. The outcome of the fight was, in my opinion, the HBO guys had Ruslan winning and Andre Ward had him losing. At the end of the day, it was a fight that you can't argue with decisions. You just move on from decisions. But it was a great show. Chris Algieri fought a terrific fight. And he was injured. He fought the whole fight injured. But this guy, we believe, won the fight. But nevertheless, it's now your turn to ask him any questions you like. Where do we start, right? Okay? Okay.
This is for Freddie and for Ruslan. Why do you think he won the fight? What do you think the judges saw?
But make sure you translate the question so he understands it.
Again, Freddie and Ruslan. Why do you think Ruslan won the fight? What do you think the judges saw that gave him gave the fight to Algieri?
2 points to the question.
Ну, в первую очередь хочу поблагодарить всех, кто пришел меня поддержать, и поблагодарить их за то, что приехали, поддержали, пришли. И самое главное, что то, что обещал, я сделал. Вы получили то, что вы хотели. Хороший бой, зрелищный бой. Ну, а то, что победу отдать другому, это, судьи, значит, так решили. Вот.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who came here to support me today. It was a great fight. I did what I promised. I said that I was going to give it all, and I said that I was going to put up an exciting fight, and I did that, I think. The judges saw the fight the way they saw it, and it's up to them, but I think I did what I promised.
Ну, я еще бой не видел сам со стороны. Я думаю, что вам нужно делать выводы, кто выиграл. Сегодня весь вечер, весь бой, все зрелище делал я. Он лишь все 12 раундов бегал, тыкал джебом. Я вообще не понимаю, как можно выиграть весь вечер бегая. Вы видите меня в прекрасной форме. Я свою работу сделал, вы сегодня получили удовольствие.
I think that everybody, you guys can make you guys can be the judges. I haven't seen the fight yet to make to make a judgment on the way it went. But to me, it feels like he was running all night and just jabbing, And you can see the way I look, and you saw the way he looks, and to me, I don't see how you can win a fight just running all night.
And on my view, I just say, power punches win fights. He maybe out-jabbed us in that area, yes, but power punches, it was 1,000 to 1. And we landed most shots, and that's why I thought we deserved to fight.
Freddie, this is for Freddie and for Ruslan. That hematoma started forming under Algieri's eye in the second round, and it got progressively worse. Was that being targeted by Ruslan for left hooks, possibly more so than was strategically advisable?
No, I didn't give any instructions. until much later in the fight to go after the eye a little bit more. But the thing is, I was more interested in the knockout, and I was interested in him landing the right hook because he was moving into the right hook pretty much all night long because he only moves in one direction for the most part.
This next question is for Ruslan and Freddie. Ruslan, do you think that style that Chris presented to you would give you a lot of difficulties? And Freddie, what adjustments would you make if you guys were to have a rematch for the next fight?
Да, я говорил, что это не очень удобный соперник для меня, мне очень скучно с такими боксерами драться, потому что они не дерутся, они бегают. То есть, вы видели сегодня весь бой. То есть, если бы я не делал свою работу, то сегодня бой был бы скучный, вы бы все сегодня скучали бы, издевали бы. Сегодня весь бой сделал я.
Having to do the same thing because, like I said, each people had us win by 10 points. I don't see where this came from.
Yes, I said that this is not the best style for me because, you know, I start falling asleep when the guy's just running all night. You know, I'm catching him, he's just running and running, and if I wasn't fighting today and if I started boxing him, you guys would be falling asleep. So I did what I had to do, and I put the fight to him, and I made it exciting. I was the only one that made this fight exciting.
Okay.
Сегодня несправедливости тоже хватало. У него глаз, я не знаю, с 8-7 раунда был вообще полностью закрыт. Я думаю, что если у меня бы так глаз закрылся, меня бы давно уже сняли бы. И, то есть, и такой разбег в судейских записках, там, HBO на 10 или на 7 раундов мне отдали. Один судья на 7 раундов мне отдал, а остальные, то есть... Очень большая несправедливость, то есть здесь тоже, поэтому я не переживаю по этому поводу.
I don't let this loss get to me. We all saw what happened. This is not the first time this happens to me. HBO gave like 9 more rounds to me. One of the judges gave 6 or 7 more rounds to me. And the local judges give it the other way. On top of that, his eye was closed. It's dangerous to fight like that. He could have gotten killed in a way. So if my eye was like that, they would have stopped the fight in the round and my eye started closing. I think it's not fair.
Hello. I have 2 questions for Freddie. Guys, congratulations on a great effort. Freddie, if you could compare and contrast this fight and the fight with Amir Khan and Lamont Peterson, what was the same? What would be different? And the second question is, are you happy with Ruslan's performance tonight?
The Amir Khan fight has nothing to do with anything. I don't know why you're comparing those fights. I don't remember that fight so well. It's my mind's not there right now. But I thought that Ruslan fought a tough fight. I think we could have went to the body a little bit more in the later rounds, but you know, he was looking for the knockout and going for the headshots. But there's some adjustments we make definitely. But overall, I thought he fought okay.
Hey guys, over here. Do you feel, because Chris Algieri, I'm right here in the front. Hi. Do you feel that because Chris Algieri has a very similar style to Mauricio Herrera, that he may struggle a bit with technical boxers?
Тяжело, просто скучно с ними боксировать. Они ведь не дерутся, они бегают. Но я думаю, что сравнивать эти два боя там, с Херреро и все-таки с Херреро там все равно более близкий бой был. Наверное. Здесь же вы видели весь бой. Я бедного Криса гонял. И просто, я не знаю, вы видели? Ну, я не знаю, как можно отдать в таком бою с таким разбегом. Просто снова в больницу поехал. То есть все мои соперники, они уезжают в больницу. При этом в последнее время в боксе очень много, такая несправедливость почему-то очень большая.
I think it's, in a way, yes, but it's hard to compare those two fights. I think the Herrera fight was actually closer. This fight, I mean, he was getting beaten up all night. You know, this is another opponent of mine who's probably going to go to the hospital right now, just like Bradley did. And they go to the hospital as champions. I mean, I don't see that. I think it's unfair. And lately in boxing, there's been a lot of unfairness, not even in my fights. And I'm not liking that a lot. I think I'm a little disappointed with that.
Jeff, from Hit First Boxing right here. Ruslan, question. You felt that you got robbed by Timothy Bradley. You felt like you got robbed tonight. Do you feel that you will ever have a chance, a fair chance here in America?
Считал, что у тебя украли победу с Брэдли, ты считаешь, что у тебя украли победу сейчас. Считаешь ли ты, что ты в Америке когда-то можешь иметь честное судейство?
Он не нокаут.
Вы знаете, не будем говорить, что там меня обокрали, еще что-то. В бою с Брэдли это уже история. Сегодня я тоже громких слов пока говорить не буду. Точно могу сказать, что я, конечно, не проиграл этот бой, потому что я думаю, что вы свидетели всего этого. Выигрывать так у чемпионов нельзя, и отдавать отдавать претендентам, ну, это же несправедливо полностью, то есть, понимаете, поэтому я всегда, когда приезжаю сюда, либо не знаю, где я дерусь, у меня одна победа только одной ценой, только выиграть нокаутом. То есть у меня, вот если я не выиграл нокаутом, все, значит я проиграл. То есть такая вот ахиллесова пята у меня всегда.
I lost this fight. You know, every time I come to America, my mindset is like, to win I have to knock the guy out. It's been like that all my career. It's not just now. So it's nothing surprising, but you know. It's nothing bad. It's probably you know, my life or God testing me in a way, and it's part of what I have to go through in my life. You know, it's not a big deal. It is what it is.
The first judge gave 117, 109.
Первый судья дал 117, 109.
Вот и делайте вывод.
You have to make your own feedback. You have to make your own decisions, but also. I don't see, you know, especially now that I'm a champion, I don't see how you can take somebody's belt by going to the hospital and running all night.
Freddie, going into the last round, do you think Ruslan was up by a lot, or did you think it was a close fight? And how did you tell him to approach that 12th round because of that?
I thought it was, you know, I thought we were ahead, but I thought it was somewhat a close fight. And I did tell Ruslan to put him on his ass. I want to motivate him a little bit. I want him to do it. I always like when guys finish strong. And I did tell him to put him on his ass. And I thought he went out there and fought a very good round.
This is for Ruslan. If is a rematch with Algieri something you would want? If not, who would you like to fight next?
Ну, я думаю, что реванш, конечно, нужен, потому что нужно все-таки восстановить справедливость. Я такой человек, что не всегда хочется доказать, что я все-таки выиграл в этом бою. Ну а с кем бы встретиться хотел, ну, слава богу, в моей весовой категории с этим проблем нет. Поэтому я открыт для всех. И сейчас просто нужно отдохнуть, и дальше мы посмотрим, что будет, то есть какие будут предложения, что предложит HBO. Я же всегда открыт, вот он я. Давайте, я буду драться с собой.
I think in this situation it would be fair to have a rematch because, in my opinion, justice should be served in this situation. But you know, overall, if he doesn't want to fight me, luckily in this division there's so many opportunities, there's so many fighters that I can fight. You know, we'll see what HBO will offer me or what opportunities I have, who I can fight, and you know that I'm ready to fight anybody, anytime. You guys know that, I've proved that, and that's the truth.
Last question, the gentleman in the hat. Freddie, first of all, do you have any regrets? And taking from that, if you could turn the clock back a few hours, what would you have done differently?
No, I have no regrets. I thought we did enough to win the fight. I thought the power shots were there. And the thing is, we'd like a rematch, and maybe Vegas or somewhere in a neutral area. I would love a rematch. That's what I want.
So you wouldn't change anything?
No, because we won the fight.
Okay.
Thank you. I think we're done. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank Ruslan for doing the open
Real champion. Ruslan champion. Didn't take it. 1000%.